Alright everybody, there is officially 26 EXs at the time of me making this. Last EX that came out, of course, was Sabo. So we're gonna rank all 26 EXs, of course. As you can see, I'm gonna rank the top 10, and then, just 11 plus, and then I got this needs buff. We'll just get needs buff out of the way right away. So, of course, I don't think this Luffy is necessarily bad. He's definitely still usable, but I think he could use a buff. Honestly, I would put Blackbeard and Shanks in here if they didn't already get their buff, but, of course they already did. Z, probably the worst EX at the moment in the game. I say that Odin is older, but Odin can rat. Z has to be up front fighting the enemies. That's why I think he's the worst, because he can't do that very well. Of course you could get a good game where, you don't have too many counters as Z, you get the perfect dodges, everything, but overall I think Z is probably the worst EX currently in the game. I love Z, he's my favorite EX of all time, so yeah, his buff is gonna go insane. Let me check, is there anyone else I would put in this tier? No, I don't think I'd put anyone else down here. Yeah. Alright, so we got that. So these are the three characters in the order from worst to best, I guess, in this box. Luffy, like I said, he's still usable. He could still cook, but he could get a buff, anytime. Of course, he is in range of a buff, too, so that is nice. And then Odin, of course, they skipped Odin. How many times did they skip Odin? They skipped, so they did Roger, they did Kaido, they did Yamato, and Akainu, I think. So 4 EXs past Odin got a buff already. And yeah, Odin's just sitting here without a buff. Yeah, I'm not sure what they're saving him for. I feel like they're saving him for something, but what are they saving him for? I have no clue. Alright, but let's get this list. Like always, I don't make a list. I literally do it as I go, so the worst EX currently in the game, I would probably have to say, not counting these three, of course, I'd probably have to say, is this, okay, here, Yonko, is that Yonko Shanks? Which one is it? I think that, okay, Yonko Shanks, yeah, that's Yonko Shanks, I hope. Yonko Shanks, even though he got his buff, plus this is a green meta, of course I'm ranking them how good they are in the current meta. We got Kuzans, we got Sabos, and yeah, Shanks, he's not surviving too long. His damage is insane, but other than his damage, he doesn't really have much going for him, unfortunately. But yeah, Shanks, probably the worst EX currently that doesn't need a buff, or I mean, like I said, I think he needs a buff, but he already has a buff, so. Next, I'll put Blackbeard. Blackbeard again, I think people can argue, Shanks better than Blackbeard, but in this current meta, him being red gives him the slight advantage. Plus, I love Blackbeard's ability. He can pull anyone off the flag, no matter who it is. Easily pull anyone off the flag with his darkness power, which is a really good ability to have. King, Yamato's, anyone, Sabo's, anyone grabbing the flag, he can pull off. Of course, Sabo could activate his counter, but yeah, just insane ability. Not many characters have that. I think it's just Yonji, the green-haired Sabo brother, and Treble that have the ability to pull people off the flag no matter what. So next, Big Mom. Actually, honestly, I think I'm putting Big Mom below Blackbeard. Like, I've never seen anyone use this Big Mom other than the day her buff came out. So I've used her a few times. She's not crazy. She's not bad. You can definitely do good, but just overall, yeah, I think. Yeah, okay, yeah, second, okay. Yeah, I'll put it there. I was thinking about putting her behind Shanks, but just being a runner automatically makes her a little better, in my opinion, so. Alright, next character we got, let's see who we got here. So, Big Mom, Whitebeard, Rogers, we got Luffy, Kaido, Yamato, Akainu. Honestly, on this list, I don't really see a bad character, to be honest. All these characters, I'd say, are pretty usable in League Battle. I guess I'm gonna have to put Hybrid Kaido because, you know, he can teleport, but with Kuzan and so many stats, and he doesn't nullify stats, I mean, S-Snake's chilling on the flag, you're stone, you're dead. Kuzan's chilling on the flag, you teleport, boom, you're frozen, you're dead. Unfortunately, Kaido can, like, he's not bad. Kaido is really, really good. But when you have a runner, a defender, that is doing a good job at defending, Kaido, unfortunately, is not going to get past a status effect character. Boa, S-Snake, like I said, Kuzan's, he's just not getting past them, unless if they are very bad at the game. But yeah, I think I'll put Kaido there. Like I said, still, I do not think Kaido is bad by any means. I just think all these characters are better than him. Alright, next, for the same reason, I think I'm going to have to put Zoro. Zoro, it's just, he gets turned to ice and then he's just dead. He does have type advantage, that's why he's a little higher against, you know, Kuzans and Sabos. But, like I said, still, he doesn't have status effect nullification, which really hurts him. So when these two get their buffs, I guarantee they'll get that, and they will be monsters. But for the time being, they are just status effect character food, so. Alright. Next, I will have to put, let's see who we got here. Whitebeard, Film Red Shanks, Hybrid Yamato? Yeah, I'll put Hybrid Yamato. Maybe I think I'm putting her under Zoro, actually, because, you know, she is blue. I'm not sure how, I've never fought a Kuzan while playing her, really, so I'm not sure how she would handle. Does she have Ice Ball, whatever his effect is? Does she have it nullified? Because I know she has Frostbite nullification plus. Yeah, I assume she does, because I don't think she can get turned to ice either. So, maybe a little higher, if that. If not, yeah, I'd put her in Zoro. But, I mean, her having the shield's pretty good. Of course, there's a lot of characters that can remove shield pretty easily in this meta. Like Kuzan, Sabo can do his Fire Fist, remove shield, and hurt you a lot. So, yeah, I'll probably put her there. But Hybrid Yamato has always been underrated. I mean, people probably don't like her because, you know, we have 50,000 Yamatos in the game. But Hybrid Yamato, yeah, just her shield plus her frostbite. I mean, literally, if you attack her with someone like, who was it? Was it an EX? I think it was an EX. I can't think who it was, but there was someone that you would just attack her and oh, Jabra, yes, Jabra. He's not EX, but if you use Jabra's skill 1 on her, when she gets shield back, insta-kill. It just kills Jabra. And I accidentally, she activated her thing to get her shield back right as I clicked the skill button, yeah. Jabra basically just killed himself because she had shield then. So, a pretty OP ability. Honestly, nah, she's probably not in range above. Yeah, no, she's not getting buffed anytime soon. I'd say up until Zoro right now could get a buff. I don't think Zoro is going to get a buff. I think 3.5 and 4th anniversary characters could get a buff at any time if Bandai decided they want to. Of course, we are still missing Odin in way back. And then, yeah, Z's 3.5, so. And Blue Luffy, actually, yeah, Blue Luffy's 3rd anniversary, forgot about that. Alright, next character I'll probably put. Where? Oh. Wait. That's Sorry, Shanks. I forgot. Totally forgot there were 3 Shanks, EX Shankses. That's Marineford Shanks. This is Sorry Shanks. And this is Film Red Shanks. I believe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how it goes. Yeah, because how he's holding the sword, that's definitely Sorry Shanks. And then I know Film Red Shanks holds his sword on his side. Okay. I got so confused when I saw 3rd Shanks. Okay. Next character. How many do we have left? We have 11. Okay, we not in the top 10 yet. 11 plus, yeah, those, okay. 17 left. So, next character I'll probably put Big Mom? Yeah, I think Big Mom. She's definitely fallen off. She was once the best EX in the game for a long while. But yeah, she's definitely fallen off, but her being able to turn into runner is very helpful. Whether she dies right away or not, it's still very helpful. Of course, she does not have status effect nullification, I don't think. Just like these three, yeah, all these characters. So, yeah, that's what really hurts old characters, not having that. Because, I mean, yeah, like I said, S-Snake, Kuzan, anyone else? I think it's just them. Yeah, I think it's just them. But yeah, that really hurts them. Alright, next character I will put after Big Mom. Probably Film Red Shanks. His damage is insane. He's still very viable in the meta, and it's crazy he is in range for his buff. That doesn't mean he's gonna get a buff anytime soon, but they've been leaving him out of banners for a reason. He was off the 14 EX banner along with Z, which is weird, and he was also off his birthday banner, which, you know, it could just be we don't want to give them 3 EXs on a banner, but I don't know. I think he's going to get buffed within the next year, at least. So, we'll see if he does or doesn't. But, next character I will put is... Let's see... I also want to put... No, Rachu's decent. I don't know. Yes, Yamato... Like, these Kuzans running around, it makes it almost impossible to play her. She does have type advantage, that's good. But, I mean, Kamsari Shanks, Kobe's, Kuzan, all of them negate that. Especially Kuzan. If Kuzan was in the meta, and it was just Kamsari Shanks and Kobe or whatever, should be way higher up. Definitely in the top 10. But, since she's not... Yeah, she's definitely lower down now. Alright, after Yamato, I think I'm gonna have to put... I mean, yeah, all these characters are actually kind of crazy good. Roger, I'll put next. Shield really hurts Roger. Of course, he doesn't have multi-hit. His Kamsari, it is good. It can go through walls, but Kuzan, with his insane heals, would just heal that up right away. You Kamsari him through his ice wall. He uses his attack on you, boom, he's back at full HP. Nothing you can really do about it. S-Snake, of course, again, not multi-hit. She can easily just tank a Kamsari to the face. And Garp, of course, shield. Sabo could easily tank a Kamsari. So yeah, overall, Roger, his buff was good, but he's starting to fall off a little bit now. Okay, we have 11, 12, 13 characters, I believe, left. So, almost to the top 10. Yeah, it's just crazy how many characters, the good characters there are, EXs. Or, I mean, I guess you can't call them good necessarily, but usable characters for the EXs. I mean, everyone up until probably about Big Mom is still viable. Even Big Mom, Yamato, I mean, all these characters are viable, of course, but, you know, just might not be as effective. Alright, after Roger, I'm gonna have to put probably Yamato and Ace. I know Yamato can destroy Kuzan pretty well, but Ace, he gets absolutely destroyed by Kuzan. And yeah, looking at these other characters, actually not. Nah, I'm putting Gearfifth under them. Gearfifth, he's good, he can change into all types. Unfortunately, I don't know, Gearfifth has got to be one of the most disappointing EXs on launch. I mean, I guess not on launch, but in his, like, meta. Because, literally, as Gear 5 is out, they drop Opbr. And Opbr absolutely destroys this guy without hesitation. Like, it's not even fair. Opbr was so good that you could not even use this Gear 5th, because even a level 80 Opbr would one-shot a level 100 Gear 5th. I had boost for Opbr and boost for Gear 5th, and still, a level 80 Opbr came up to my boost for Gear 5th, boom, insta-dead. It was kinda crazy. Yeah, like I said, Yamato and Ace are there. It's because Ace kinda gets destroyed by Kuzan. Garp could destroy them pretty well, easily. Kainu also, you know. Alright, we have, is this 11 characters? Yeah, okay, one more character in the top, and then we got our top 10. Next, I will probably put... it's just crazy how good these characters are, all of them. Like, it's definitely between these 3, 4. I probably put Roger, which is crazy because he was beyond broken, but Garp just absolutely, like, Roger can spawn, Garp uses blue hole, Roger's instantly dead. There's no chance. Insta dead. If there's no Garp, Roger's way higher up, but unfortunately there are a lot of Garps running around in that. Also, Kuzan counters him. S-Snake, of course, was his EX counter, so yeah, I think Roger has to go down here. Because, I mean, Kamsari Shanks is the same thing, but, you know, at least he has 1 HP nullification, so he's semi-effective against Kuzan, but Garp absolutely destroys him. Alright, next character, probably gonna have to put Whitebeard at number 10, for pretty much the same reason. Garp, his damage is just insane. Whitebeard does have his multi-hit, so he could easily remove Garp's shield. Sabo's, yeah, he would activate Sabo's counter so easily. If someone's just semi-paying attention to Whitebeard, he activates it, you activate your counter, boom. Sabo wins, grabs the treasure, easy. So yeah, Garp has to, or I mean, Whitebeard has to go at number 10. Number 9, probably Kid-in-Law. Kid-in-Law, like I said, honestly will never not be effective. They are just an insane duel unit, insane heals, insane skills, pretty tanky. I mean, Law can't be affected by, you know, like ice and stuff if he's above a certain HP. Kid can, but, I mean, simple, just be Law until you have to heal or whatever, or if you're like at 1 HP. So, yeah, Kid and Law, they'll never really fall off. I mean, they're gonna be getting a buff in like 2 years. And I bet they'll still even be effective in 2 years. Maybe not as effective, but they will still be usable in League Battle. So, alright, after that, I'll probably have to put... I'm thinking Kaido. Kaido was really good. There are a lot of characters, you know, Sabo... easy counter activation. The second Kaido goes in his dragon form, or he's far and he uses his bolo breath, you can easily time that. Also, Kuzan destroys his HP bar when he is in attacker form. And of course, when he starts training fireballs, Sabo boom activate counter, easiest counter of your life. So, yeah, Kaido's moves are just way too easy to predict. So Sabo easily, yeah, Sabo is pretty good. Alright, number 7. Number 7 I'll have to probably put Kamsari Shanks. Same reason as Roger and whatever. The only reason he's higher is because he does pretty good against Kuzans. Really good against Kuzans. But the second there's a Garp, you're not getting very far. I mean, yeah, like, the Garp could be the worst player in the game, and you could be the best Shanks player in the game, and Garp, like, just no brain. One skill, you're dead. Nothing you can do about it. Okay, top 6, I guess. I was gonna say top 5, but we're not there yet. 6 left, so all these characters pretty good, of course. Next, I'll probably put S-Snake. Her 3 flame, pretty insane. Of course, Kuzan has multi-hit, so could easily destroy her. But her tankiness, insane. Her skills, pretty insane. Teleporting, of course. Literally, you take away her teleporting, and she would not be nearly as good as she is. Her teleporting carries her. Just being able to teleport easily as a defender like that is just insanely good. Alright, now we are on the top 5. So, at number 5, I'll probably, go with Lucci. Lucci, insane multi-hit. I mean, you could get Claw State on a Kuzan. Their team's not around to help. That Kuzan's not doing much for a game, because Kuzan cannot really kill Lucci easily. And yeah, you just go attacker form Lucci, you get claw state on Kuzan, and that Kuzan's pretty trapped. Even if he puts up his ice wall, he's not going to have his normals. You could easily destroy the ice wall. You know, it might be a long, tedious battle, but eventually Lucci probably will come out on top. I mean, he's just so tanky. Number 4, I will put Garp. Garp, of course, insane. He counters pretty much anyone below him. I mean, he'll destroy Lucci's pretty easily with his insane damage, his galaxy impact. S-Snakes, he does have a little problem with. Of course, he doesn't have multi-hit, so her flame on pretty easily. Shanks, like I said, instantly destroys. Whitebeard, he has type advantage. Kid in Law, he could one-shot them. Roger, he one-shots him easily. And honestly, yeah, Garp pretty much one-shots anyone below him. Almost anyone below him. You know, there's some, you know, people who can survive it, like, you know, 1 HP trait. But if they don't have, like, a gimmick to keep their HP after they're died, Garp is gonna one-shot them easily. Alright, top 3. So at number 3, I'll have to put Akainu. No. Sabo. Sabo, like I said, very annoying runner. Definitely not the best runner they've ever released in his prime, you know. Someone like Roger, he doesn't compete with Roger in terms of how OP he was on launch. Kuzan, I mean, Sabo, he's good, but, you know, if you have a horrible team that just attacks Sabo without even thinking, like 99% of randoms, then Sabo's going to be really good. But if you're just sitting back there, say I'm Kuzan, I'm sitting back there, Sabo comes up, most likely I'm not going to be dumb enough to activate his counter. You know, there's times he does get me. I won't say it's impossible. You know, he will trick me once in a while, but overall, Sabo's panic, activate their counter, and an easy hit. And then you just turn him to whatever, ice. His thing runs out, you turn him to ice, and he's dead. Pretty easily. So, Sabo, you need a bad team for Sabo to be, you know, like I said, if your defender isn't stupid and just attacks every millisecond they get a chance on Sabo, you'll be fine. Next then, Akainu. Akainu really annoying. He counters Garp. He could destroy Lucci. He destroys Sabo. Shanks. He can counter Kuzan easily. Yeah, Akainu's just pretty good. One of the best buffs they've released. I mean, he is annoying. His flame, I mean, I've seen people play Kuzan. He activates his magma, whatever. They start getting burned for 1,000 every, like, second. Which is, yeah, I mean, if your character's boost 4, you'll probably have around 31k HP. And his magma lasts for, I'm not exactly sure how long it lasts, but it lasts for a few ticks. So that's like 7k just from whatever, just from the magma burning. Plus his actual damage that he's doing hitting you. And of course Kuzan, his 1 HP trait's pretty good, but you know, it won't really help you if you lit on fire and get to 1 HP. It's just gonna kill you while you're down. And then of course, overall, Kuzan is number 1. Like I said, Akainu can counter him pretty easily, but Kuzan can also just keep spamming his wall. You spam his ice ball attack, get rid of Akainu's thing pretty easily. So, but yeah, Kuzan, insane. He counters Garp. He counters Jabra, which is one of the best bounty fests in the game. So, still, yeah, he absolutely, like, I swear, they made Kuzan just to counter Jabra because he was so insane. Like I said, it's a back and forth between these two, but of course, the defender is always going to be more useful than the attacker, no matter how OP the attacker is. The defender, you know, is way more viable, filling up treasures, stopping all these runners. Like I said, Sabo comes, just don't activate his counter, let Sabo panic, like dodge into him, he'll panic, activate his counter, thinking you're attacking, and boom, easy. Garp, of course, his shield gets destroyed by Kuzan's Ice Ball. Easy. Lucci, like I said, does have a problem. Kuzan has a little bit of problem. But, you know, I think I've had Claw Effect for about half the game. So a minute and 30 seconds. This Lucci and me were just fighting back in spawn the whole game. I kept putting my ice wall up. He couldn't kill me because he wasn't doing enough damage. I couldn't kill him because I wasn't doing enough damage. Plus, he took away my normals. And, you know, it's just an annoying fight. I mean, he did hold me back, so I guess he won there. But, yeah, Lucci, overall, he can kill Kuzan, but it's going to be a long fight. S-Snake, he semi-counters. I mean, she's just so tanky. You activate your ice ball. It's not gonna even hurt her much if she has her flame. But, of course, it will remove her flame. Shanks, he has a little bit of problem fighting. You catch Shanks out of his red-haired state. It's pretty easy to win, but Shanks gets on the flag, plus he has red-haired state. Kuzan cannot knock him off the flag unless if he kills him. So, Shanks is a decent counter. Like I said, he destroys Kaido. His damage is insane when he's an attacker. Kid gets destroyed. Law probably can't grab the treasure in time before Kuzan kills him. And, you know, Kuzan just overall an extremely good EX. Best EX currently. Best character in the game currently. Oh yeah, the Sabo Brothers was last. Yeah, he's the best character in the game currently. And, you know, I love defender metas. We don't get defender metas much. It's usually runner meta. But, you know, Kuzan being the best EX, he's pretty fun to fight. Or, I mean, play. Not really fight, just get frozen instantly. But, yeah. Defenders are my favorite class to play, so... yeah, Kuzan is broken. He absolutely destroys everyone on this list. Except for, like I said, Commissary Shanks, and then, you know, I kind of will give him a little bit of trouble. But... he overall could win if you're just semi-better. But there we go. That is my list on the best EXs in the game. Some people are going to be bad. I already know. I mean, they were mad at my last for putting S-Snake #1. But, I mean, I didn't make her that good. She was just broken. I believe the last tier list I did was right after Garp. And, yeah, I was playing S-Snake, and, I mean... Garp was, like, it was so easy to handle Garp with S-Snake, so if Garp was the best EX at the time, if I'm S-Snake and I could easily destroy Garps, I mean, I think that makes her better, so, yeah. So, there we go, that's my list, 26 EXs, crazy we're gonna hit 30 in 2 anniversaries. I mean, yeah, we'll hit 29, right? Yeah, 29. Next anniversary, or I mean maybe they'll give us 4 EXs next anniversary. I don't know. I think eventually it's gonna happen. Bandai's just gonna be, oh, there's not 3 EXs anymore, there's 4 per anniversary, because, you know, it was crazy back then, because we got 1/2 EXs, 1/2 EXs every single anniversary. First anniversary, Blackbeard, Shanks. Second anniversary, or 1.5, it was Big Mom. Second anniversary, Odin Roger. 2.5 anniversary, Akainu. And then after that, it was 2 or 3 EXs, so... yeah, I would not be surprised if eventually they go up to 4 EXs, because Bandai, of course, obviously, they make the most money during anniversary, so if they can just extend anniversary, make it more hype, it will make them a lot more money. And yeah, 2 anniversaries per year, 3 EXs. Usually each anniversary, I would say it goes about 3 months. You have the first surprise EX, then you get a cool Bounty Fest banner. Second EX and third EX, usually back to back. Then you get a really OP Bounty Fest banner after the final EX, and then usually they give us some buffs after the next EX. Or the last EX and Bounty Fest banner, just like they did this anniversary, but... there we go, that is my list on the top EXs, 26 in total. I can't wait till there's 100. I mean, if they do put 4, yeah, it's gonna be pretty quick that we actually will get to 100.